Good morning, welcome back to Natural World Journals. I've recently completed a couple of bird journals. I'm going to be featuring them both today. Hopefully you'll like them. They're both made from repurposed books. This first one is from a very large bird book, which I have cut down. The size is about 6¼ by 8. And it features an owl on the front, a gold ribbon closure, nothing with journal, and the back looks like that. Okay, so I'll do a quick flip through as I normally do. This is a 3 signature journal with a hidden spine. I've covered up the ends with a bit of brown and reflected that inside because this was a rough edge when I cut it. So inside, I've sort of edged these pages with the same colour brown and maintained a slightly brown tinge all the way through. So on the front here, we have a little robin with a little owl, barn owl, slipped in onto some craft card. On the front of each is a stamperia, I think, something to do with birds. So here we go. Bit of decoration there. Lovely bird from, well, I think it's from Birds of Prey book I have. I've also featured some florals. This is a waterfall, it's called, I think. So it's tied up there. There's birds. I think these are exotic birds, and there are different pages there that you can write on, and that's tied on with a bit of string to keep it closed. So that's one there. On the reverse of that is a piece of Edith Holden bird with a bird image and a nice orange flower to reflect the oranges of the kingfisher there onto brown card. Another pocket here with a black-headed duck stuck onto there with a little bit of decoration, and in here a flower with some extra writing paper. Sort of mixes with the pinks across there. Music paper. This is a lovely bird book, which is sort of black and white, which is a coloured book. Bit of extra writing paper there. This is another beautiful book. I'm running out of it now. It's beautiful illustrations. As you can see with me, loads of blank pages, managed to remember the circles. Lots of blank pages to write on, as always. A swan here, just as a bit of decoration on the back. And a flip out here with house sparrows and oats, it says here. So a little label, numbered, whatever it's called, bit of writing space there, and a couple of journal cards, one with the thing and a envelope here which is actually empty, which you could use to put in extra items if you so choose. Nice bird book here, kingfisher. Oh, I do like that owl peeking out there. So this is a little owl and a little journal card in the top of here into some vellum there, floral, just a bit of decoration there, more bird. End of the first signature. We have a piece of vellum here with a kingfisher cut out and put on the front, and a floral journaling card onto brown card. There is a bit of a brown theme, but it's not too overpowering, I don't think. Bit of decoration there. More birds. Little flip out with a bird. I think that's a Tim Holtz card that I have some of left. Can't get much Tim Holtz these days. More of that lovely book. This is I keep the, what are they called? The pages in the front of repurposed books because they're usually quite worn. So that's one of those. Little bit of a flower there, and another beautiful great horned owl, I think it is, onto some paper. That lovely book with the illustrations. This is a stitched pocket with fussy cut flowers on, and a floral journaling card onto some brown card. Another bit of the that book, and some robins in the centre with haven't put anything in them, but that's room for you to store stuff if you wish to. Nice another flip out here A little bit of extra journaling space onto some blue paper, sorry, and a beautiful peregrine onto some brown card. And that bit of feather, I've had that piece of feather card for a really long time, and I can finally use it up. Another tawny owl. Edith Holden page with a bird, and I just slipped some extra paper in there for writing space, because sometimes you just want something extra to write in there. Another bit of the, whatever those things are called in the front of books. Another piece of bird book page, floral music paper, birds of prey, bit of decoration, a feather there from that kit, the AliExpress thing that I own. End of second signature, bird's nest on the front of that one, bit of decoration there, more of the bird books. I thought those colours went very well. This is from an old book I had. I have got very few pages left, and inside there is a hoopie, which I thought the colours went really well, onto brown card. So it is a very, very strongly bird-themed book. Cuckoo there. Some eggs, bird eggs with a flip out. And I do have some of the, what are they called? Cigarette cards? Don't know. But I've kept that onto a piece of paper. So that's just slips into there. And a lovely daffodil on the back with a little bit of washi tape decoration. Sort of colours coordinate across there. Bit of washi tape on the edge of that one. More book pages. This is from a book called The Island, which is a beautiful, I don't know what it is actually, Raywort Birch Redstart, whatever that means. Bit of writing space here and a sort of coordinating, I think I've got, yes, extra pages there. And that's from Edith Holden as well. It's just a nice violet image, and I've sort of echoed that with a stamp. Plenty of writing paper. It's the middle of the last signature. Birds of Prey book. Blank page. Blank page. This is sort of music paper on the background. A little bit of writing paper there. And a small journal card there. I think it's, yeah, onto some paper. Bit of decoration there with a cutout bird. Last pocket, I think. So this is a water hen. And I've got a little bit of extra writing space underneath there. And in the top here, we have a floral onto some brown. That's a belly band with a tab in the top. Tufted duck and a little grebe. I do like these. I love these birds. Last page, a little bit of decoration there. And that is my owl book. First bird book. Hope you like it. It's from a repurposed book. For reasons I don't understand, I didn't quite cut it to 8.5, which I regret. But we are where we are. And I also used canvas rather than calico on the inside. So it is a little bit stiff, but it should lie flat fairly well, I think, over with usage. So that's the owl book. It should be on my Etsy store fairly soon. Thanks for watching. Okay, cheers. Bye.